Hi there, signs of Taurus. This is Kim here to do your reading. I actually was on top of the readings, okay? And it just didn't feel right. So your reading and Virgo's reading, I'm going to end up, I did. I just now deleted them because I was thinking, I'm not going to publish these. They're not, the feeling wasn't right. So I'm just going to share. I don't watch too many other videos as in regard to like ascension and things like that, but I know that that stuff's happening. Like I know that Earth's changing, we're changing, all of that stuff. But so yeah, I was just kind of wanting to share, wondering if the same thing was happening to you, where it's like when I'm on top of my self-care routine, and then if one thing goes off, like just one thing, it seems like if just one thing goes off, or I'm just really sensitive, like I'm really sensitive right now. My body is really sensitive to everything. Okay, so the example was my exercise. Like I realized I have gotten kind of lucky and had access to really fast Wi-Fi lately, and so I used to walk while my videos were uploading around and around actually the property, and so I stopped doing that. That was the one thing that changed. And I guess looking back, like I guess that was my 30 minutes of exercise that they recommend, right? That probably added up to that. It wasn't long, sometimes it was longer, but it was enough to make a really big, huge difference in the last 3 days of me feeling lethargic. and I mean, it's kind of like a no-brainer. Okay, well, you haven't been exercising. I get it. But it was just something that was so built into, like, this is something that I did without thinking, that when something changed, it was like big. It was big. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the body is more sensitive, or it's going through some major changes that maybe, I don't know, making it more sensitive. So I pulled these cards out. All right, that's nice. Just to see kind of what was going on ascension wise. Love and light. 26, act with care. Wow. Okay, and of course, as the way I like to start these usually is by visualizing this divine white light that goes through your chakras, grounding you, going up to the sky. I do the same thing, and we meet there. Our consciousness meets. I feel already connected to you, Taurus, though. I have a good connection with my Taurus group on this channel. Yeah, maybe you all understand a little bit more about listening, because I'm a fire sign, and it might be a little bit more difficult for me sometimes to tune into, hey, what's happening here on the earth. Sometimes it's hard for me to get grounded, like yeah, so just curious. Wow, guys, I'm glad I pulled out this deck. I have Celestial Gatekeeper, timing is critical, and then 15, Eternal Union, new love is forming. Isn't it pretty too? I love these cards. These cards are absolutely beautiful. Sacred Spirit Oracle cards. And I am getting a new deck. I think it comes tomorrow. I hope it comes tomorrow. Wow. And then the birth of creation. Something really is something new is forming, guys. Something new is forming. Something new is being birthed to light. Maybe this is like a switch up in our bodies. What's the theory, going from carbon-based DNA to crystalline DNA? I think it's more of a metaphor for our bodies, but we actually have symptoms, or I don't know, having to take better care of our bodies. You've got something really new coming in, blossoming, having to do with eternal love. Goodness. And love and light, act with care. Oh, that might be something. Kundalini rising, number 22, ignite your passion for life. I'm thinking exercise is really going to help get those chakras activated. When I had the most things going on with that, with chakras, it was when I was the most active in my days. And I'm thinking that has something to do with how you're moving the energy around. I would guess that it has to do with that. So Kundalini rising. And so the Kundalini for anybody who doesn't know is thought to be this energy like a snake coiled at the base of your spine, representing the divine feminine energy. And when it goes up to the top, to this area, to the crown, it would unite with the divine masculine energy. And then it's complete, and it would make another trip down, another cycle, and you would be lit, you would be aglow, right? And that is when they say that you're truly like the most powerful in this body that you could be, most powerful, most in control of your energy, because it doesn't go away. Like, all of that energy is always there. Sometimes it's just maybe lying in wait, or it's causing issues when it's not moving correctly, right? The 10 of Hearts. Maybe I will use this deck. I haven't used this deck in a while, because just FYI, some of the pictures are a little grotesque, but I think it's a fun deck to use, so we'll use it. And I'm going to go ahead and use this one too. Kim Krans. So there's something birthing to life. There's something new. Expansion. Look at that card too. The guy's pushing the earth open. Wow. Kundalini rising and expansion. Wow. Something about... There's definitely something here about energy. Energy. Messages about energy. Let me get some water real quick. Okay, can you see all of that? Yes, you can see all of that. Good. There we go. Okay. Maybe it's a new union also, that will open something up a little bit more with the Kundalini rising. I also had the sage extra, a little extra than I normally do, and was reminded to focus on the corners in the house, like the corners. That's where, and it makes sense, that's where some of these darker energies or heavier energies could reside or hide, in the corners. So that's maybe a message for you too, if you like to sage or Palo Santo your place, is to fan it in the into the corners, and make sure you open a window or a door, you know, while you're doing it. Eternal love, eternal union, new love is forming. New love is forming. Rotation card. That one wanted to pop out too. This one came out in the first reading that I did for you, by the way. The Uranus card. Oh, wow. And this is very similar to, this is the birth of something very new, that's never been done before. This is about creativity, but you see the twos. It's also kind of like a lover's energy. It's new creative project. New kind of is the word for all of these. Okay. You know what direction I'm going to go in? I'm going to use the Spirit Animal Oracle here. And then we'll ask the tarot what this is about. So this is the brilliant idea or information or communication. It's brilliant. Whatever it is, it's like a bolt of lightning. I feel like this is a feeling. Like a bolt of lightning. Rotation. A love that gives you energy. Love and light, act with care. Oh, it's really, with this rotation, it really seems like it's saying when ending karmic cycles, act with care. Try not to create any more karma, any more waves. You know what I mean? I think it's saying that. It seems like what it's saying. So we have the rotation card going round and round. And then the birth of creation, something just completely new. That's what this is, the androgen too. So we'll get more information. Tell me more about rotation, please, for Taurus. The mouse. Okay. You know what song just popped into my head? It's the little things that kill. Staring at my something again. Oh, the little. It's Bush. Little things. It's the little things. With the mouse, it's the little things. So not only paying attention to the little things, but knowing that maybe sometimes when we're getting out of these things, or when we're getting into something new with somebody, a new partnership, a new love, romance, stuff, whatever it is, to remember those little things. It's almost like maybe we went round and around a whole lot doing the same thing, and it was the little things all along. So paying attention to detail, that's the little things that kill. What else? What other message do you want to give us? This sweet little animal oracle, the wolf. Ooh, the wolf. Wow. So, family is very important to you. Very important to you. Sometimes you could feel lonely, but at the same time, knowing that there are certain things you have to do because you're leading the pack. You're possibly leading by example right now. You've always been a leader. Really, I don't judge people where they are at in life, where they come. When you come to my readings, you come to my readings. You could be a leader in anything. you could be a leader in anything and be learning leadership skills. How it's applied is probably a different reading than mine. This is the main archetype, is that you're leading others. And you're looking really good while you do it. And you're there's a feeling of being very territorial over what you consider family, who you consider family. You know, territorial energy. Oh, that's interesting. The dragonfly. I heard an interesting story about the dragonfly that I did not know before. They lay in wait. Let me get this right. Okay, they lay in wait as larvae underwater for 3 years, and then they come out and they dry out, and then they just have to trust that process, and they become a dragonfly. It's so they feel like they're literally dying. I mean, and you can imagine waiting 3 years and then being told, okay, now it's time. You ready to dry out? Like, this dragonfly goes through a whole lot to fly, and it waits a really long time. So there might be something in that sense where you've waited a really long time. If we want to just get to the message of the card, it would be that your mind is really clear and you see the truth in something. You could see something like within true love with that other card there. You could. It could be something about true love. It's the mentalist card with me. Telepathy, mind reading. And then the zebra looks like this, doesn't it? The zebra, I love the zebra. The zebra was my favorite animal. When I was little, I used to have a picture, like a painting of the zebra on my wall. I loved the zebra because I liked things that were completely different than anything else. Really, there were no other attributes that attracted me to the zebra. Just the fact that what it displayed, what the light bounced off and reflected to everybody else was immediately, I'm different. I'm different. I'm not like you. We're all here on this earth, but I am a zebra. Like, you are eccentric. You are you. You are you. No one else can do you. And you stand out. Not like a Thor thumb. Like, you stand out for your eccentricness and your creativity. And maybe the mix of being a Taurus too, because it's interesting. It's an interesting mix. Tell me more about this, because there's something about this energy being a little suppressed. Tell us more about the zebra. There's some kind of major creativity that has been slightly suppressed because of being stuck in a routine. Monotony, you know what I mean, like round and round, something that's going, and so something about about this expansion and these energies that's gonna maybe like burst you open. Tell me more about zebra. Whoa. Oh, there's that thing that has to do with the pause, taking a pause. Time to heal something. These two energies are both really like they're standing up for, defending, and protecting. Healing is involved with the cobra, motherly energy. But there is a pause, some kind of pause that's needed. One, for this energy to like light up, and then two, for you to figure out what it is you would like to do with it, because there's a big amount of energy. This is huge. I mean, the guy's pushing the earth open. This energy is pretty big, and you're gonna receive it. And so when you receive it, you're going to need to, one, have a good vessel to store it in, is what I'm getting. But another thing is be prepared to do something with it. Something's just going to feel absolutely electric. Like you need a power plant to store it. Like, this is a lot of energy. Did you pray for it? Did you pray for it? Whoever you prayed to, it doesn't matter to me. But I'm being told, like, did you pray for this energy to come? Did you pray for extra strength or energy to, I don't know, for your own expansion, for gifts and abilities to come on board? Because if so, then that would mark the beginning of these things coming all on board, full force. Not like they weren't there before, but full force, right? All right. So there is going to be a pause where you're going to have this energy, and they're wanting you to use it in the most creative, unique, only you can do it this way. Okay. What about the androgen and, geez, all this, oh wow, it's something you've not experienced. It's something you've not experienced yet. It's going to take a beginner's mind, meaning don't judge what you go into from things you have already been through in the past, because this type of love is whatever this is, that's being created, it's before the labels were created. It's before anything was slapped onto it to make it a certain way. This is something you've not experienced before. The earthworm is here with the beginner's mind. It's fun. It's going to be playful. It's going to be healing to others, whatever it is that you end up doing. And the dolphin can indicate a soulmate energy. That literally, it can indicate that. It's one of the symbols. Wow. And then the peacock. Or twin flame, but you know. The reason I don't say twin flame too much on this channel is because I feel like it gets related to being attached to somebody in your past. And I'm not sure that, I don't feel like that's how it works for me, because I don't feel like I've met a twin flame. And I don't think that's how it works for everybody. I do believe in them, but sometimes I feel like maybe if you're advanced as a soul, and then in this life, you really wouldn't want to meet up. Like if you had already advanced to a certain point with another soul, you really wouldn't want to meet up and go backwards. You would want to meet up at a time in your life where you're already advanced, right? So that you can enjoy things without building a bunch of karma and stuff like that. So that's why I don't use that word in particular, because I have a different belief about it, that it would be different and individual to everybody's soul growth with their particular partner or whatever. But we also have many soulmates, and so the dolphin can also indicate like a soulmate energy too. And then the peacock, which is very similar to the zebra, but it's about being proud of your colors. It's about being proud and showing your colors off just by being you. So it's not, there's not boastfulness. I also see, you know, in the feathers, they look like little eyes to me. I'm getting India off of the peacock too. Maybe it's because I'm seeing this in my mind's eye. I'm seeing this like dress that's got, it looks like it's from India, and it has what looks like little eyes on it. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but it's not eyes. I think it's just the design. It's beautiful though. Okay, so, and then I have the fox, the cleverness, the resourcefulness. Okay. All right, so Spirit, we're gonna go into this a little bit risky deck. Oh, Judgment, cute. I haven't even seen every card in this deck, but I've had it for a very long time. The Ten of Hearts is on the bottom. And let's see, maybe what advice you have for Taurus. This is a beautiful reading. I really am glad that I did it over, because the first one was just kind of, if I were listening to it, I'd be like, that's dull. It was just dull. What advice do you have for Taurus, please? The Four of Wands. Oh, okay, guys. So this is the Four of Bombs. You have to think that they're like sparklers, or usually lit, right? And so it is like the Four of Wands. It's not the, you would think Pentacle, but the Penny card is the Pentacles. So this is your Four of Wands. This is like getting your celebration, or at that point where there may be a marriage, a union, a remembrance of people from your soul tribe coming together. And then the Seven of Keys in the reverse is, it feels like something that you can just see clearly. There might be a need to develop more strategy. There may be a need to develop an exit strategy where you pay attention to the little things and you act with care when you're coming out of some kind of cycle or rotation with somebody. Because what you're going towards is good, and you will be celebrating it. But however, yeah, so you have the Ten of Pennies on the bottom. I am error. An exit strategy that is kind and love and light, that's not hurting anybody else's feelings. Wow. So, because you're having some kind of completion where you're going towards your Ten of Pentacles. You're creating something beautiful with the Empress card here also on the bottom. Putting in more effort will get you everywhere. A rebirth, a complete rebirth, meeting somebody on your path, the new adventure. Somebody observing you or you observing someone else. This is the birth of creation, the Empress. It is the birth of creation. It is you're going towards a completion, very much so in the material realm. But remember, you couldn't get to that point if you hadn't already progressed to that point in spirit. You know what I mean? So it's already developed on the ether, and that even looks like it looks like ding, 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 ding. So that's just beautiful. I love it. I love it for you. Let's pull your closing cards, guys, so I can get this out. Look at this Empress. Oh, she looks like she's got a big shadow side, doesn't she? This is a cartoon like thing. I think it's like an anime or a game or something. So you see through any kind of deceptiveness also, right? You could have a move coming up or be planning a move as part of a strategy, and I would say not to tell anyone about it. Move in silence. Move in silence. Paternal side, spiritual gifts, wisdom, inheritance from the father's line. AKA Rainbow Children, Indigo Child, Delta Generation, born between 1988 and 1998. If that doesn't relate to you, the dates, then they're saying to look up Indigo Child or Rainbow Children to see what kind of gifts or abilities that you are bestowed with here. Oh, you have 4-4. You're on the right path. Even if it doesn't feel like it. You went through whatever the rotation this was, possibly even to learn about how to act with love and light when it comes to the little things. The little things. Prosperity, richness. 5, ascension number 5, light ether, mental tunes to spirit. 4, life path number 4, the builder, ruling planet Earth. And then, like I said, another 4, ascension number 4. Those are the only 4s in this deck. Warmth ether, senses being realigned. Yes, that's what it feels like. It's like something's happening very physically and something's being realigned. Clairvoyance, clear smelling. TV news media, TV news platform, spiritual purposes, and numerologist, study of divine numbers. And then where's my other deck? Okay, and then my angel number deck. I split it at 4. So what is this that you're building? We're going to build. It's big. Okay, I have 25. You have a great ability to take in information or process information on both conscious and subconscious levels. Your curiosity is endless, and your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an immense awareness of the world. I'm intelligent. 31 is I am disciplined. Your approach to life is both an effective mix of practicality and imagination. Your mind is stirring with creative ideas, and you have the organizational skills to manifest them to life. I am disciplined. 111. Angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor, so you can co-create with the universe a life you love. I am creative. And then, these are mirroring energies, aren't they? Look at that. Then 13, you're a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined and on track as you work steadily towards your goals. I am confident. On the bottom, I have 17 with I am independent. Okay, so that's what I've got for you guys. I'm sending you much love. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. If you need a private reading, I offer those too. That's in the description box below. Thank you for the super thanks and the super chats. I appreciate you so much. Sending my love. Bye-bye.